Let's get to it.
Joe Manausa answers your real estate frequently asked questions.
Good to go.
Have you ever heard the term arm's length and wondered what it meant? Well, today we answer the question, what does arm's length mean in a real estate transaction, and why is that important? A transaction is said to be arm's length when both parties are independent and on equal footing. Both parties are attempting to get the best deal. And why is that so important? Because it is used specifically in contract law to arrange an equitable agreement that will stand up to legal scrutiny. Because in most real estate transactions, there are external parties that require the real estate transaction to be arm's length. Why is arm's length required? Well, the IRS wants to ensure that two parties are not trying to avoid taxation, and banks want to ensure that short sale transactions are not a scheme to defraud the bank. Some example of not arm's length transactions: the IRS would consider it not arm's length if parents sold property to their children at below market prices. Banks would consider it not arm's length if a fiancé bought a home from a future spouse in order to reduce the debt of the future family. And banks consider it not arm's length when a seller sells to a buyer who sells back to the seller in a short sale so that the original owner owns the property with lower debt. And what do these third parties do to ensure that the transaction is arm's length? They require an arm's length affidavit be signed by the seller and sometimes by the buyer. There's no standard form. Each bank has their own, and most are very clearly stated. Here's some example language. This sale is an arm's length transaction between buyer and seller, and said buyer, including its principals, directors, and officers, is not an agent, friend, relative, or employee of seller, but is, in fact, a stranger to the seller. Because we are seeing so many short sales and distressed property sales, a lot of homeowners are asking us, what do they need to do to get around the arm's length affidavit? And the short answer is, you really can't. If this is something that you think you can do, I recommend you seek legal counsel. So what is my final answer? It is arm's length when the parties to a transaction are independent and on equal footing. And this means both parties are attempting to get the best deal.
Let's get to it.
Joe Manausa answers your real estate frequently asked questions.
Good to go.